India has officially bid to host the 2030 Commonwealth Games in Ahmedabad. The host city will be announced by 2026. India previously hosted in 2010 and now aims to bring back the Games, promising world-class infrastructure and wider sporting participation. The Union Cabinet approved India's official bid to host the 2030 Commonwealth Games in Ahmedabad. The governing body showed an expression of interest (EOI) in March 2025 and is now ready for an official bid, as the government has approved. In the meantime, here is a breakdown of what happened, how the hosting rights are awarded and what lies ahead for India. What has India proposed? India has submitted a formal bid to host the 2030 Commonwealth Games, with Ahmedabad as the proposed host city. The bid includes the Narendra Modi Stadium and other supporting infrastructure in the city. The government has also agreed to sign a Host Collaboration Agreement (HCA) and extend official support to Gujarat if the bid is successful. 1. Expression of interest. EOI countries start by submitting an expression of interest to the Commonwealth Games Federation (CGF), which manages the event. India completed the process earlier in the year. 2. Feasibility and dialogue phase. Interested countries enter into discussions with the CGF to assess the feasibility of hosting. This includes infrastructure, budget, and operational planning. 3. Submission of formal bid proposal. After preliminary evaluations, countries must submit a detailed proposal covering venue plans, budget breakdowns, transport, security, accommodation, and legacy plans. 4. Evaluation by the CGF. The CGF assesses each proposal based on technical capabilities, official viability, legacy potential, and commitment to CGF values. 5. Site visits and presentations. CGF officials may conduct visits to bidding cities. Bidders also present their final case to the CGF General Assembly. 6. Final vote. The CGF member nations vote to decide the host. The winning bid must secure a simple majority. Who else is bidding for 2030? As of now, India is among a small group of nations expected to bid. Previous contenders included Canada with a Hamilton proposal, but they have withdrawn or delayed plans. Apart from Canada, Nigeria has shown interest as well. The competition could still see new entrants before the CGF closes the window for bids. On the other hand, New Zealand is expected to submit a bid for the 2034 edition. When will the host city be announced? The CGF is expected to finalize and announce the host city for the 2030 Games by mid to late 2026. The exact timeline depends on the number of bids and the pace of evaluations. What are India's chances? India's experience hosting the 2010 Games in New Delhi and recent global events like the 2023 ODI World Cup strengthen its credentials. However, the final decision will also weigh political considerations, official backing, and the ability to deliver a Games aligned with CGF values of inclusivity, youth engagement, and sustainability. What happens if India wins the bid? If selected, planning and preparations would begin immediately, including infrastructure upgrades, appointment of organizing committees, partnerships with international consultants, and coordination with sporting federations. The event would involve participation from 72 nations and territories, with major implications for tourism, infrastructure, and local employment. On November 14, 2003, Delhi was selected to host the 2010 Commonwealth Games, defeating Hamilton, Canada, during the CGF General Assembly in Montego Bay, Jamaica. India's bid, under the motto New Frontiers and Friendships, gained a decisive edge in the second round of voting after it pledged US $100,000 to each participating nation, along with covering travel, accommodation, and logistics costs. The move was seen as a strong show of support for developing nations. India's successful hosting of the 2003 Afro-Asian Games also bolstered its case. Meanwhile, Hamilton's bid was weakened by concerns that Canada was already set to host the 2010 Winter Olympics in Vancouver. Delhi ultimately secured the Games with a 4,622 vote victory. India's most successful Commonwealth Games in terms of total medal tally was the 2010 edition in New Delhi, where the country won 101 medals: 38 gold, 27 silver, 36 bronze. Before winning the 2010 Commonwealth Games, Delhi had previously bid to host the event twice, in 1990 and 1994, but lost to Auckland, New Zealand, and Victoria, Canada, respectively. Meanwhile, Hamilton's 2010 bid marked Canada's effort to host the Games for a fifth time. Despite these past attempts, Delhi finally secured the 2010 Games, marking a significant milestone for India in international sports hosting. Glasgow will host the Commonwealth Games in 2026. However, they have previously complained about budgets, and for the same reason, several sports, including cricket, have been sacrificed. Notably, cricket made its long-awaited return in the Birmingham Commonwealth Games in 2022. However, the event saw only female cricketers participate as the authorities didn't arrange it for the men. It is something that can change when a